Welcome to this evening's game where there's a big sense of anticipation around the stadium. The crowd's ready, the viewers are ready. Are you ready, Trevor?
Thanks and good evening, Peter. You know, I wish I was out there playing tonight. Anyway, enough of that, let's get on with it.
The start of the new league season is finally here, with hopefully another campaign full of wonderful, enterprising football and drama at both ends of the table. It's the start then of the new campaign, the moment we've been waiting for. I wonder what kind of drama will unfold this season. Both teams will be hoping for a bright start to the match. Marcos Assunção. Sends it back to him. Julio Cesar Cáceres. All one here. And Marcos Assunção. Juanito. Romero. Here's a chance. Bad tackle there. Giving away a free kick in a dangerous area. Will he have a go? To keep the ball out of the box. Romero. Miguel Angel. He's carried the ball forward. Odonkor. And Marcos Assunção. Launches it high.
The defenders are constantly on the back foot.
No way through. Well held by the keeper. Generelo. Neatly done. Really dealt with that threat. Melli. And they still have possession here. Romero. And passes the ball back. Miguel Angel. Odonkor. Melli. A good ball in, might give us the opening goal. Odonkor. Miguel Angel of the first half. Looking for support now. Dealt with the threat well. Here's Marcos Assunção. Odonkor. Would an attack down the right side be worth it? Won a free kick in a promising area. Can they make it count? The ref just wants a word with him by the looks of it. Probably about keeping his composure and his temper in check. He's in the box. And he smacks one. Stopped the attack well. Melly. There's not a lot of support. Miguel Angel. Hung on to the ball in a good position. And he's having a go. Well, he may have lost concentration. That was off target. Robert. There's not a lot of support. No goals here, and in truth, it's looking set to stay that way with half-time fast approaching. And he's going for it. What a goal! They trail by a goal, Trevor.
Yes, but it's not the end of the world. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Will there be a goal here? Tries his luck. Generelo. Doesn't manage to get that one through. Robert. What can he do here? They've done everything possible to keep the ball out of the box. There's the whistle for the end of the first half. And both managers with plenty to mull over here in preparing their half-time team talks. So how would you describe the game so far, Trevor?
Well, it's not been a classic, but I've seen a lot work.
Second half underway, but will it be better than the first? No sign of any substitutions yet. The shot comes in, and it's there! They're now 2 goals. They've wasted no time at all adding to their lead, have they, Trevor?
Yes, they look like they really mean business.
Marcos Assunção. Edu. Miguel Angel. Nice ball out to the wing. They're defending well, very well indeed. And Marcos Assunção. He's looking for support. Juanito. Rivas. Here's Marcos Assunção.
A good delivery needed here.
And he's having a go. It's in! Goal! They're just 1 goal behind. 10 minutes played in the second half. The lead being narrowed like that can unsettle a team, can't it, Trevor?
Yes, when the opposition has seized the initiative, it can be hard for the players.
Miguel Angel. Stayed on the ball, promising position here. Can he put it away? It's a lob. Safely into the keeper's gloves. That one is intercepted. Melli. That pass didn't make it. Held on to the ball there. Free kick given by the referee. So they... get a free kick. That's their first change of the game. In search of goals here, the manager has called up the services of a striker from his bench. Melli. Odencourt. Down the line. An equaliser could be on the cards here. There's not a lot of support. And Marcos Assunção. It's easily picked up. Stay on the ball there. Good work to keep the ball. We're almost in the final quarter of an hour. Campano. Oscar Lopez. Chooses to go down the left flank. We're in possession, down the left wing. He's in the box. Astonishing goal. He squeezed in an equaliser. He did it again.
I think in these situations, the defence knows a lot rests on their shoulders. One defensive error could decide a game like this.
It was such a good shot, wasn't it, Trevor?
Right, and I think that would give the team a little boot.
That equaliser surely will have an impact, Trevor.
Definitely, it's going to give them a real boost. And we could see things change from here on in.
Looking around for support. From way out. Edu. Miguel Angel. Marcos Assunção. Dealt with that threat well. Worked really hard to get the ball back there. Odencourt. Here's Marcos Assunção. So this has come about from the through ball to the left. Into the box. And he has a go. Oh, and he's put it over the bar, nowhere near the target. The goal would really have turned this game round, Trevor.
Yes, Peter, I think everyone was aware of that. They just got to be more accurate.
Odencourt. No, it doesn't pick out his man. He has to do better than that. Only 1 minute to be added on. Will he test the keeper?
Keeper didn't take his eyes off the ball there.
Melly. He chooses to go down the right. Odencourt. They've broken free on the wing. The referee brings an end to the game. They start the season with a point from that draw. And that's the end of tonight's broadcast. With me, Peter Brackley, and my co-commentator, Trevor Brooking.
Oh, I've really enjoyed it, Peter. A good evening's football.
And from the both of us, it's goodbye. A match that could shape up to be fast and furious, a great one for the neutrals. Both teams will be aiming to keep it tight in the early stages. Marcos Assunção. Here's Marcos Assunção. Vogel brings it under control. Oh, found him there. Free kick in a very dangerous position.
They could score the opener with this free kick.
Superb interception in the box. Looking for support now. Chaps it neatly. Could get a shot away.
The keeper made no mistake there.
Punyao. Pushing further forward. The ref sees nothing wrong, so on we go. Melli. Vogel. And Marcos Assunção. And they've really stepped up the pace down the left here. Slides a great ball through.
Breaking through.
Can he find the space? Throw in a good position. Will they employ the long throw here? They're in a good position down the right.
Good running off the ball here. A chance to whip it in.
Milosevic.
Oh, he got under that one. Never threatened the goal. But I think the build-up was better than the finish.
Rivas. Melli. He continues his run down the right. Here's Marcos Assunção. Odencourt. They can swing it in from the left wing. He may whip the cross in. Will he test the keeper? Well, he went for the shot, but it just wasn't good enough.
He knows that you have to keep making chances on goal. Unfortunately, that wasn't accurate enough.
Cuellar. Izquierdo. On the ball here. Odencourt. Rivera. Here's Marcos Assunção. Marcos Assunção. To the man in space. Caught offside. Absolutely no question about it. That was the right decision. Here's Milosevic. Ball one here. Didn't give it away. Advancing on goal here. He could swing it in here. Booted to safety. Manito. 15 minutes to go until the half-time whistle. Iñaki Munoz. Punyao. Showed his defensive quality there. Ball given away. He's looking for support. Stopped him illegally. Free kick. Here's Vogel. Rivas. Manito. Odencourt. Slack defending, he gave it away. Wasted opportunity, not on target there.
Well, it exposed a hole in the defence. He'll be sorry he didn't score.
No goals here in the first half, and it looks like staying that way with half-time approaching.
Great cross.
Wonderfully won there. Milosevic. Vogel. Rivera. Odencourt. There'll be 2 additional minutes. And Vogel. What will he do here? Corrales. It's the end of the first half, and the players head off to the dressing rooms here. The managers with plenty to say, I would think. So, Trevor, what's your take on the game so far?
Well, the fans are looking a bit frustrated, Peter. Their team are playing well, but can't take advantage in front of goal. I can hear the manager's words right now. Put the ball in the back of the net.
Neither side conceding a goal then. It's 0-0. We kick off, and let's hope the second half can produce an exciting half of football. It's as you were for both teams, with no substitutions. Marcos Assunção. Here's Vogel. He's carried the ball forward.
That was all set up by the through ball.
Well, he comes her up now. It's in, brilliant. They've opened the scoring. The second half has barely kicked off. He tucked it away superbly into the right-hand corner. So the game will... We've waited a long time for that first goal, haven't we, Trevor?
It was just what the game needed to bring it to life.
Cunha.
Plenty of options for a cross.
In the penalty area. The goalkeeper saw that was going outside the left post. Rivas. Melli. And they still have possession here. Odencourt. Melli. Juanito. Romero. And Vogel. Gets it. Can he put it away? He cleared. Intercepted. Missed time lunge. Free kick given. And that is a yellow card. And I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for that tackle. Now he'll have to be on his toes for the rest of the game. Win the ball back. Odencourt. They intercept the pass. Punyao. So this has come about from the through ball to the left. Needs to test the keeper here. And a wasted opportunity there. Poor effort. So an equaliser then would have changed the game, Trevor.
Absolutely. Pulling it level is what they want, but they just need that little bit of quality in front of goal to do it.
Vogel. Will this be a goal? Traps the ball neatly. Goodness me, how important was that interception? The defence needs to be tight on their man here. The keeper didn't hang back, came forward and made the ball his. Romero. Here's Vogel. Rivera. Rivas. Rivera. And Marcos Assunção. Still have it in a good position here. Marcos Assunção. Finds his teammate. Can he find the target? Safely into the keeper's gloves. Del Porte. Iñaki Munoz. He's still on the run. Brought an end to the attack. Plays it back to the keeper. Romero. Rivera. Vogel. Marcos Assunção. Izquierdo. Well read. He's on the rampage. Receives a pass. Will he hit the target? Good clearance. Zaldo. Izquierdo. Iñaki Munoz. Punyao. Milosevic. Oh, it's in! They've given away their lead. Just a few minutes before the end. They've tied it up. This is going to make it interesting now. He's carrying the ball forward. Wonderful defending there. Weber. Romeo. Possession gained there. Finds a teammate. Save. Melli. A huge roar from the crowd as the referee blows the final whistle. A draw played out here. No one could come up with the all-important strike. It was their finishing that let them down in the end. A really lively atmosphere as we get underway. You can just feel the tension mounting. It will be interesting to see how they start the match. It's through. Ball not given away here. An obvious foul there, free kick. He could be in trouble here. The ref has a word with him, but it's only a warning. I think he needs to be careful, though, with his tackling from now on. Edu. Rivera. Here's Vogel. Runs with the ball towards the right flank. Shooting chance here. Solid defence in the box. Lembo. Juanito. Lembo. And Vogel. Down the line. Odencourt. Looking around for support. Stops it nicely. Nihat. Forlan. Bad tackle there. Given away a free kick in a dangerous area. Straight at goal. The keeper tidies up. Romero. 15 minutes gone in the first half. Ball one, good defending there. Cut out well. He's on the rampage. Here's real danger. And he's gone for it. Put it in! They lead the game by one. Struck it with his right foot. The team came up trumps and pleased their massive following here today. It was such a good shot, wasn't it, Trevor?
That was a gem, Peter. Well, so far in this...
Play resumes with just a one goal separating these teams. Takenari. Win the ball back. Odencourt. Lembo. Romero. Odencourt. Chance for another goal, perhaps. Can he find the target? Cut out by the defender. Finds his man. Here's Vogel. Finds his teammate. Brings it under control. What will he conjure up now? Edu. And he smacks one. Oh, it's in! What a goal! They extend their lead. The shot has struck the right-hand corner. I think both sets of fans will be shouting louder now for different reasons. Although 2-0 now, they can't get too complacent. Stopped him well there. Edu. Romero. Juanito. Lembo. Edu. He's laid on one goal so far. Edu.
A good cross should set something up.
Collects the ball nicely. Sends it back to him. Javi Venta. Too obvious. Looking around for support. Good pass. Is there room for a shot? Superb interception in the box. Only 5 minutes until the break. Franco. The ball stolen off him. Chance here. Takenani. Nice pass. The referee blows for the end of the first half. The players head off into the dressing rooms for their half-time team talks. So they've ended the half in the lead, Trevor.
The lead is a healthy one, but equally important is the defence.
We're off. Will the second half provide more excitement for the fans here? No substitutions yet as we go into the second half. He's off along the left touchline. There's not a lot of support. Now have possession here. Takenani. Pires. Forlan. He took his chances, but that wasn't going in.
Good skill on the pass to find some space. Should have finished better.
Manito. Edu. It looks like he'll go for a cross. Forlan. What a goal! They close the gap for just a single goal. They've had their lead cut to 1, Trevor. Any idea what they should be doing here?
Well, they've been defending well. They're just a bit unlucky and they shouldn't panic just yet.
Odencourt. Vogel. All one, good defending there. Beautiful touch. Pushing further forward. Turns defence into attack there. Trouble for the defence from the left. There's the cross. Keeper couldn't take it cleanly. It's gone behind though for a corner. It's into the face of goal. Taps the ball neatly. And Vogel. Arrubarena. Here's Pires. Get the ball back. Pires. Franco. Gets it. Oh, that's just the wrong side of the left post.
Well, some of the crowd thought that one was on its way in. And what a goal it would have been.
The manager will make 2 changes here. And I think this is a substitution that shows the manager's intentions. He wants to hold on to what they have. Here's Marcos Assunção. Lembo. Juanito. Melli. The move on the left, set up from the through ball. Here's real danger. He had to get there and he did. Vogel finds his man, finds his teammate. Well cut out. Here's Riquelme. We've reached the last 15 minutes. Dealt with the threat well. Rivera. Edu. Looking for support now. Juanito. Stopped him illegally there. He dribbles out to the left. Good clearing header. They can deliver it in again. Takinari. Here's Forlan. Cut it out nicely. Marcos Assunção. There's not a lot of support. Looking for some open space. Booted to safety. Juanito. Melli. The tension here is pretty unbearable. Only 1 goal separating them and only 5 minutes left. Looking for support now. Oh, great defending there. And Marcos Assunção. And Vogel. That pass didn't make it. Good pass. Didn't give it away. Advancing on goal here. Great ball through. Sneaks into the penalty area. Can they squeeze it in? Will he find space for a shot?
Oh, maybe the pressure's got to him. It's well over the bar.
Up goes the roar and the match is over. They've done it. A wonderful victory here for their fans. 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 Victory manager for their fans. All of them ecstatic with the way that the team have played today. tackles could be fierce today. There's no love lost between these two teams. Let's see what kind of match these two teams can produce. Wins a free kick in a promising position. What will they do here? There's plenty to do. What options do they have here? Rivas. Miguel Angel. Odonkor. Marcos Assunção. He's on the rampage. Edu. Can they keep defending like that? Odonkor. Good opportunity to swing it over from the right there. The shot! Into the arms of the keeper. Eduardo Costa. Fredson Pereira. He's well beaten to the ball there. And Vogel. Miguel Angel. And Marcos Assunção. Odonkor. They're making good progress down the right side. He wants the chance for a good delivery. Can he create something? And he's gone for it. And it's way past the right-hand post.
He knows that you have to keep making chances on goal. Unfortunately, that wasn't accurate enough.
That pass didn't make it. Odonkor. Here's Marcos Assunção. You can see some space opening up here. Might work the keeper here. There's the shot. Oh, millimetres away.
Maybe he wasn't hungry enough for the goal there.
Eduardo Costa. De La Peña. Can he get a clean strike here? And Vogel. Controls it well. There's not a lot of support. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the right. He's looking for the target. Sturdy defence here. He goes on himself. Wins possession to stop the attack. And Marcos Assunção. Odonkor.
That through ball has put the defence on the back foot.
Really stopped in his tracks there. 30 minutes into the first half. It's knocked back to the keeper. Romero. And Vogel. Edu. Romero. Looking for support now. Here's Marcos Assunção. De La Peña. Fredson Pereira. And Temudo. Velasco. De La Peña. Well worked to win the ball. Zisco. Through to the flank. A vital cut out there and a good clearance. Chance to cross. Will he get a shot away? They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. Marcos Assunção. He's carried the ball forward. Rufete. They win possession. Zisco. Blatant foul there. And he takes the return.
Plenty of options for a cross.
Great opportunity to swing it over from the left there. Can he make a chance? Miguel Angel runs with the ball towards the right flank. A decent ball in. The first half has come to a close then here, and the players head off to the dressing rooms. I would think both managers will be hoping to spark a number of their players into life. The second half is underway. The managers have had their half-time pep talks. Let's see how the players respond now. They've switched sides for the second half. Bad challenge there. A free kick in a dangerous position. This is a great chance for a shot on goal. The defence has done well so far. And he has a go from there. Can they keep defending like that? Velasco. De La Peña. Luis Garcia. Nicely won there. The attack came to nothing. No, it's been snuffed out. De La Peña. Miguel Angel. And Marcos Assunção. Romero. Edu. Gets it. They're in possession down the left wing. Directs his header on goal. It's over. Too high. We're into the last 30 minutes of the game. And Marcos Assunção. Odonkor. Marcos Assunção. And he's off along the left touchline. Odonkor. He's in the box. And he smacks one. And it's in the net! Goal! That puts them in front. 65 minutes played. They've finally got in front, Trevor. Do you think they can hang on?
Well, they've got the players to win, but there's still plenty of time for an equaliser.
Some players are warming up on the touchline. There's a chance for a cross here. Tamuno.
Yes, he's off the keeper and out for a corner. At least he punched it out of danger.
They'll battle for this in the middle. Romero. Edu. He's on the rampage. It looks like he'll go for a cross. Now what can he do? Just wide. That was so close to the right post. The goal would have given them the confidence boost they so desperately needed, Trevor. Looking to bring on 2 new players here. Well, from this substitution, it would seem they are looking just to defend this lead. Rivera. Here's Marcos Assunção. We're into the final quarter of an hour. Luis Garcia. Romero. Wonderfully won there. Rufete. Brought an end to the attack. Rivera. Here's Marcos Assunção. Get the ball back. He's carried the ball forward.
Chance to deliver it in.
Full header on goal!
Another shot blocked by the keeper.
They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. And Vogel. Romero. He takes the ball along the left wing. The final whistle is approaching and there's only 1 goal in it here. Pushing further forward. Robert. They're moving well down the right-hand side. Needs a sight of goal. He took it so well. It's raining goals. In the dying moments of the second half. Great goal from the forward. That's the cushion. They've conceded the goal at the worst time imaginable, Trevor.
Yes, that was a deadly blow. They need to score quickly to haul themselves back into it.
Will he shoot? Temudo. It's hit the side netting.
Well, you know, Peter, the defender should have been much closer on him. It was sloppy defending, really, to give him so much space.
Opportunity on the right then, from the through ball. The referee brings an end to the game. They've managed a victory here after having played out of their skins today. An absolutely fantastic performance, which will have done their manager proud and thrilled their supporters. The roar goes up as we kick off. A great game expected here, and plenty of goals, we hope. They see no reason to change their formation. Oh, was he brought down illegally then? No, referee says play on. Odencourt. Melli. There's not a lot of support. Now inside the penalty area. Oh, he's been tripped. Penalty given. Good decision by the referee too, I think. He got nowhere near the ball and caught the man. They have a wonderful opportunity with this penalty.
Yes, this is...
Amazing goal! And he puts it away with his right. They got a goal almost straight from the kick-off, Trevor.
Yes, they look confident today. It's too early to decide the game, and there's plenty of time for the opposition to turn it round.
How are they going to react to that setback? It could be a dangerous time for them. Still in possession here. Rivas. Meli. Marcos Assunção. Edu. Stopped him well there. Here's Michel Salgado. Emerson. And Fabio Cannavaro. Here's Roberto Carlos. Emerson. Fabio Cannavaro. Hang on to the ball. Promising position here. Ivan Helguera. And Emerson. Michel Salgado. He could swing it in here. Got beyond the last defender, but the linesman had his flag up then for offside. And Marcos Assunção. 15 minutes into the first half. Edu. Romero. And Vogel. Odonkor. Good opportunity to swing it over from the right there. Finds his man. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. Nowhere near the ball, foul given. Concedes a free kick. Now can they conjure something up here?
This looks like a chance here.
Looking for support now. Here's Marcos Assunção. Won the ball well. And Beckham. Possession lost there. He's on the rampage. Nothing wrong with that challenge, says the referee. Vogel. Making good progress down the left wing now. The ball is still in play. What a finish! The goal pulls them level. He was alive for the chance of a rebound and took full advantage in a ruthless fashion.
Well, as the saying goes, there's all to play for now.
One goal each, the game level now at 1-1. And Beckham. Keep possession. And Ivan Helguera. They give away possession. Romero. Don't give it away there. Keep possession. Rivas. Meli. Odonkor. Marcos Assunção. Vogel. A vital cut out there and a good clearance. Vogel. Juanito. Romero. And Beckham. Ronaldo. He's scored one goal in this game. Top quality close control. Here's Marcos Assunção. Romero. Juanito. Rivas. 5 minutes to go to half-time. And Ronaldo. Showed his defensive quality with that interception. Melli. Odencourt. Marcos Assunção. Odencourt. Magnificently executed through ball. They play it short. Crucial interception in the box. Cassano. Robinho. The break is on. Will this be a goal? An opportunity to take the lead again. Can he test the keeper? The referee blows his whistle. It's the end of the first half, and the two managers will have a lot to say to their teams, I would think. Is 1-1 a fair scoreline, Trevor?
Well, from what I've seen so far, Peter...
They're off. Will the managers' half-time talks have the desired effect? The sides have been changed for the second half. And Marcos Assunção. Here's Ronaldo.
This looks promising.
He's looking for support. Ronaldo. They have the slimmest of leads at 2-1. They're in possession down the left wing. What can he do from here?
Oh, he got under that one. Never threatened the goal.
A fantastic opportunity to bring the game level there, Trevor.
Yes, they'll be choked about that.
Edu. Well maintained there. He's on the rampage. Finds a teammate. Robinho. Poorly timed challenge. Within shooting range.
Well, safe defensive play there, just had to put it into touch. Chance for a good cross here.
Will he find space for a shot? Tries one. Clear by the defender. Romero. Robert. Could get a shot away. Well held by the keeper. Robinho and Roberto Carlos. Here's Sergio Ramos. He dribbles out to the right.
The left back really needs to stay sharper.
Ronaldo. That's picked up by the goalkeeper. Odencourt. Here's Marcos Assunção. Marcos Assunção. Looking for support now. It looks like he'll go for a cross. They're in possession down the right flank. Has sight of goal here. Good clearance. Romero. Here's Vogel. Finds his teammate. Vogel. Well found there. Can he find the space? Receives a pass. Edu. Good pass. In the penalty area. Here comes the shot. Wasted opportunity, not on target there.
It's true that if you don't shoot, you don't score, but that wasn't quite good enough.
The manager will make 2 changes here. Hoping for more goals, here's another striker. Ronaldo. Beckham. Pulls it across. It's a corner as the keeper punches that one. It's sent to the near post. Goal! Things are looking desperate now. Two goals up, 3-1 now. Edu. Nowhere near the ball, foul given. Fernando. What can he do here? Good opportunity to swing it over from the right there.
Plenty of options for a cross.
They're defending well. Win possession here. Oh, great defending there. We're into the last 5 minutes. Vogel. Ivan Helguera and Emerson. Ronaldo. Fernando. To the man in space. Here's Emerson. Edu. Only 2 minutes to be added on. Here's Fabio Cannavaro. Wonderfully won there.
What a ball!
Will he find space for a shot? Oh, there's a late challenge. The referee ends the game here. It ends in defeat, and the players will, of course, be so disappointed. They had their chances to put this game away, and luck may have deserted them at a couple of crucial moments in the match. That brings us to the end of our coverage this evening. today. Both teams will be hoping for a bright start to the match. Passes back to the keeper. Dani. Everton. Ponzio. He's still on the run.
The attackers have to be more accurate up against this defence if they want to take full advantage of the chances that are coming their way.
Can they keep defending like that? Looking for some open space. The ball still with them here. Win the ball back. Down the line. Miguel Angel. Damia. Poor pass picked off there. Juanito. Dani. Miguel Angel. Zisco. The keeper didn't hang back, came forward and made the ball his. 15 minutes gone in the first half. Movilla. Stopped him well there. Zisco. Stopped him illegally. Free kick. Sergio Garcia. An obvious foul there, free kick. Rivas. A chance, really poor defending. The shot comes in. That's a great goal. That's their first of the match. They're ahead by a goal to nil. Damia. Zisco.
Here's a chance to whip it in.
Good running on the ball. Dani. Miguel Angel. Chance here. We've reached the half-hour mark. And Vogel. And he's off along the left touchline. Diego Milito. Damia. Miguel Angel. Dani. So this has come about from the through ball to the left. Plays it on the ground. Will this be a goal? Win possession, the attack came to nothing. Everton. Movilla. Everton. Diogo. Move the ball well from one side to the other. And they still have possession here.
He set up nicely for the cross here.
Held by the keeper. Melli. Only 5 minutes left on the clock until the break. Just the one goal divides them. What can he do here? Sturdy defence here. Looking around for support. Will he shoot? Here comes the shot. Not a bad effort, but it wasn't on target. Ponzio. Monvilla. Everton. Piqué. Ponzio. Cut out the pass. There's the whistle for the end of the first half. And both managers with plenty to mull over here in preparing their half-time team talks. Trevor, they're one goal down. What are their chances, do you think, of... That's the second half underway. I wonder how the next 45 minutes will compare to the first. They've switched sides for the second half. Got the all-important touch. Miguel Angel. Wonderfully won there. Here's Vogel. Monvilla. He goes on himself. Possession gained there. Possession lost there. Ponzio. Diego Milito. Now have possession here. There's not a lot of support. Well, the defence couldn't deal with that pass. Will he find the target?
The goalkeeper pushed it away for safety, but has conceded a corner.
Touches it short to a teammate. And he belts it. But he's got his shot. Got in, but no real threat.
Well, I think the defence has got to start asking questions of themselves there. They're letting him get in the shot unchallenged.
It's their first change today. I suppose his substitution was inevitable, really. He was dropping far too deep. He was nearer his own defenders than the opposing goal. Dealt with the threat expertly. Monvilla. Ponzio. Everton. 15 minutes into the second half. Miguel Angel. Looking for support now. And Vogel.
It was the through ball that set the move up on the left.
Can he get the room he needs? Monvilla. Brought an end to the attack. Knocks it out to the flank. Just needs half a yard here. He's on the rampage. Dani. Oh, great defending there. Approaching the last 15 minutes of the game. Looking around for support. Could get a shot away. They're in possession down the right flank. Clear with a header. Damia. The through ball sets up the attack. They're still on the attack here. Everton. He's cut the pass out beautifully. The through pass is cut out, but they give away a throw. Vogel. There's a chance for a cross here. Solid defence in the box. D'Alessandro. Sergio Garcia. Everton. They're only the one goal down here then. With 5 minutes to go, can they snatch an equaliser? Nicely won there. The attack came to nothing. Looking for support now. Zisco. Damia. Melli. Dealt with the threat well. Ponzio. Movilla. Everton. There'll be one extra minute. He's looking for support. There's the final whistle. Despite all their courageous efforts, they've come away with a defeat here. The players, well, absolutely shattered as they performed so well. Just lacked that a bit of luck today. After a really lively atmosphere as we get underway. You can just feel the tension mounting. Let's see what surprises are in store for us in this one. There's not a lot of support. Really stopped in his tracks there. Edu. Romero. Rivera. And Marcos Assunção. There's a threatening through ball. Wins the ball, great defending. He wants the chance for a good delivery. Can he make a chance? Marcos Assunção. Chaps it neatly. And they have a throw-in deep in the opposition half. Rivera.
A good delivery needed here.
Needs to find the target here. Looking for the shot. It's wide of the right post. A reasonable attempt, though.
The shot just wasn't up to the mark there.
Alberto Aguilar.
That's well cut out.
Rivera. Ball given away. Celestini. Nicely fouled. He wants a chance for a good delivery. Directs his header on goal. Melli. Odencourt. Looking around for support.
Oh, that's a great through ball.
Rivera. Romero. Edu. There's not a lot of support. Nacho. Celestini. Paredes. Tena. Alberto Aguilar. Belenguer. Contra. And he lays it back. Contra. Turns defence into attack there.
They're really turning defence into attack.
Trouble for the defence from the left. Will he find the target now? Nacho. And Marcos Assunção. Juanito. Edu. And passes the ball back. And Marcos Assunção. Pachon. On the ball here. Juanito. Romero. Edu. Reads it well. Romero. And Marcos Assunção. He's carried the ball forward.
That through ball has put the defence on the back foot.
Just dived in there. Gave away a free kick.
That's a nasty challenge from behind. We don't want to see that kind of thing here.
Is there space for a shot? They've done everything possible to keep the ball out of the box. Lembo. And Marcos Assunção. Here's Marcos Assunção. Edu. Stops it nicely. Odencourt. And Marcos Assunção. Alberto Aguilar. Celestini. Guiza. Paredes. So running off the ball for the cross. Can they keep defending like that? Can they convert this? Good attacking pressure there. Throw in a good area. There's a chance for a cross here. Gets his head to it. The first 45 minutes is over and the teams head off towards the dressing rooms here. How did you see that half, Trevor?
They had most of the ball, but couldn't.
We start the second half. The managers have had their say during the break. Let's see how the players respond. Neither manager has made any substitutions. Snuffed out the danger. Guiza. Paredes. Alberto Aguilar. Gives it away. Slack defending. Nacho. Ball given away there. Still with possession. They can attack from here. It looks like he'll go for a cross. The defence will have to be on its toes with this throw. Good opportunity to swing it over from the right there. And Marcos Assunção. Edu. Romero. Rivera. Well won there. And he lays it back. That was careless. Zisco. There's not a lot of support. Wins possession to stop the attack. Celestini holds on to the ball. Down the middle. Guiza. Dealt with the threat expertly. Romero. Lembo. We've reached the hour mark. Now the defender read it well. Alberto Aguilar. Can he keep it going? Good work to keep the ball. A strike. Zisco. All one here. The danger is snuffed out. He's looking for support. And he dinks it through. They give away possession. Celestini. It's their first change of the game. Neither side able really to provide a breakthrough here in the second half, so the manager decides to make a move. They're moving well down the right-hand side. Into the penalty area. Will he hit the target? Contra. He needs to deliver a good ball in. That's picked up by the goalkeeper. Almost 75 minutes have gone. They're making good progress down the right side. He punches it clear. Edu. They're defending well, very well indeed. Great work to win the ball. Looking for support now. Slid through the gap. Cut out the pass. Celestini. He's attacking the right-hand side of the area. A decent ball in. Play pushes forward then. He's carried the ball forward. Inside the box now. Tries his luck. Celestini. 5 minutes plus stoppage time is all that remains now for either side to score the game's first goal. And who knows, maybe the winner. Melli. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. surely this has to be just about the last kick of the game here. He's looking for support. Good teamwork there, finds his man in space. Nice pass. Can he find the space? Rivera. Win possession, the attack came to nothing. The whistle goes, and that's it. Honours even between these two sides. Neither team sides come up with a winning goal. And I don't think the two managers will be too displeased with the result here. That brings us to the end of our coverage this evening. So thank you, Trevor, for joining me.
Thank you, Peter. It was a great game of football.
And we hope to see you for the next broadcast. Goodbye. We're off here, and hopefully we'll see a game full of pace, goals and competitive football. It will be interesting to see how they start the match. Rivas. Marcos Assunção. Lembo. Edu. Lembo. Odonkor. Rivas. Romero. And Marcos Assunção. Now have possession here. Pablo Ibanez. The defender was quick to see this one. Edu. Here's Marcos Assunção. Odonkor. Took him out. Free kick given. It's a yellow card. It was a bad tackle, and the referee has taken exception to it and says that is bad enough for a booking. Can he get the room he needs? And he's gone for goal. Dealt with that threat well. It's knocked back to the keeper. Lembo. Rivera. Romero. Well read and intercepted there. Costinha. And Pereira. Saitarides. And Pereira. Here's Meester. And Meester. Needs a sight of goal. The manager will be disappointed with the keeper there, but the defence reacted well. Into the danger area. Well, the defence did well to make up for the keeper's error there. So running off the ball for the cross. Will he put it away? Stopped him well there. Edu. Rivera. Here's Marcos Assunção. Looking around for support. Well worked to win the ball. And Kezman. 15 minutes left of the first half. Here's Maxi Rodriguez. Wins a free kick in a promising position. What will they do here?
This looks like a promising cross.
Edu.
That was an awful pass.
What can he conjure up here? Another chance. What a fantastic finish. 1-0, but can they hang on to this lead? Rivas. And Meester. No, not this one. Edu. Romero. And Marcos Assunção. Crossing opportunity. Gets it. Clear. Romero. Nice work to keep possession too. So running off the ball for the cross. The defence has done well so far. Only one goal in it here then with the half-time break, only 5 minutes away. Picked off, chance to have a go from here. Showed his defensive quality there. Odencourt. Still have the ball.
That's well cut out.
Doesn't manage to get that one through. There's the whistle for the end of the first half. And both managers with plenty to mull over here in preparing their half-time team talks. They've conceded a goal in the first half, Trevor.
Yes, and that came from their own...
The second half kicks off. How will it shape up? The sides have been changed for the second half. Robert. Here's Marcos Assunção. And they've got behind the fullback. Can he make a chance? Oh, what a goal! They're level. In the third. All square and one each now. And Maxi Rodriguez. Maxi Rodriguez. Meester. Here's Maxi Rodriguez. Finds himself in the area. Kezman. Straight through the defence. Well worked to win possession. Now have possession here. Edu. Romero. Odencourt. Can surely put it away. There was contact. Surely that's a penalty, and the referee agrees. He was nowhere near the ball there. This is such an important moment here, Trip.
Yes, this is going to be crucial in every aspect.
Oh, just the wrong side of the right post there.
It seemed he just couldn't stand the pressure.
And Mister. Here's Antonio Lopez. Well found there. Will he find the space?
I think that was a wise decision by the defender. He was quick on his feet there to clear it for a corner.
It's sailing across the face of goal. Booted clear. Maxi Rodriguez. Good pass. And Antonio Lopez. Oh, terrible defending. Chance here. Has sight of goal here.
Well, they won't create much with passing like that.
Saitarides. Looking for support now.
A great passage of play, pressure always on the defence.
Concedes a free kick with a ferocious tackle. And that is a yellow card. And I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for that tackle. Now he'll have to be on his toes for the rest of the game. Oh, he's been tripped. A penalty kick. The referee has pointed to the spot. And further punishment too. It's a yellow card for the offender. But in truth, it could easily have been a red. It's in! Goal! A super right-footed finish. So the goal comes despite a low turnout of supporters. So advantage has been taken. Let's see if they can capitalise on it. Mister. Maxi Rodriguez. He cut out the pass. Up goes the assistant referee's flag. Tried to spring the offside trap, but the run was timed just a little too early. Sends it back to him. And Pereira, approaching the last 15 minutes of the game. Possession gained there. Robert. Plays it back to the keeper. He's cut the pass out beautifully. Chopped him down there. Free kick given. The yellow card is out here. A booking for him, and he'll need to be careful now for the rest of the game. He's on the rampage. And Martin Petrov. No attempt whatsoever to play the ball. Free kick. Robert. He's carried the ball forward. Here's Marcos Assunção. Well read. And Pereira. They're off on the counter-attack. Knocked it through. Gives it a go. Cleared away. Marcos Assunção. He's still on the run. Still got a lot to do from there. Will this be a goal? Edu.
Chance to deliver it in.
Here's Marcos Asensao. Mister. Terrible tackle, gives away a free kick. And that is a yellow card. And I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for that tackle. Now he'll have to be on his toes for the rest of the game. Had the ball now. And Mister. Antonio Lopez. Here's Pablo Ibanez. Pereira. And Maxi Rodriguez. The referee ends the game here. They've come back from the dead, really, to pick up a win. They have done very well to come from being a goal down to win the match.
Oh, exactly, Peter. They've worked hard. Never gave up, and as a result, they've got their reward. A very fine display.
And they certainly earned that win. And so we leave tonight's broadcast. Many thanks to Trevor.
Thanks, Peter. What a game it was.
And there's just time for me to say goodbye, and we'll see you at the next game. Away we go. Let's hope we're in for a cracker. Well, there is a lot of talent in both teams, and this has the makings of a classic encounter. Looking for support now.
It was the through ball that set the move up on the left.
Concedes a free kick. Now, can they conjure something up here? Who will take it? Finds himself in the box. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. Rasu. He's looking for support. Juanito. Romero. Looking for space down the left-hand side. Vogel. Marcos Assunção. Robin. Looking around for support.
All set up by the through ball.
Nicely found. Receives the pass. Chaps it neatly. Gets it. Can he find the space? Very important interception there. 15 minutes into the first half. Here's Marcos Assunção. They're in a good position down the right. Some running off the ball for the cross. Well worked to win the ball. Rasu. Robert. Stopped the attack well. Caught in possession. Chance here. Rasu. Still in possession here. There's not a lot of support. In possession and getting forward here. They're in possession down the right flank. Sturdy defence here. Win the ball back. Who's going to get on the end of that? And Vogel. Here's Marcos Assunção. He's on the rampage. Sneaks into the box. Takes the shot. Amazing goal! They've opened the scoring. The shot straight down the middle. So the goal lets one set of fans at least make some noise. It was such a good shot, wasn't it, Trevor?
That was a gem, Peter.
It's 1-0 now, but can they hang on to this lead? Santi. Trying to prise open the defence by switching to the other side. Wonderfully won there. Vogel. He's carrying the ball forward.
Well, this could be interesting.
Rasu. Snuffed out the danger. Vogel. And Vogel. Rivas. Melli. Still have the ball. Downey. It's a throw-in. The interception stopping the danger, though. Traps the ball neatly. Marcos Assunção. Odencourt. Only one goal in it here, with 5 minutes to go to half-time. And he takes the return. Rivas. Vogel. And Marcos Assunção. The referee looks at his watch. Only a few seconds left here. He's looking for support.
Here's a chance to whip it in.
The ref sees nothing wrong, so on we go. It's the end of the first half, and the players head off for the dressing rooms here. The managers with plenty to say, I would think. Talk us through that half, Trevor.
The better team is winning for sure.
The second half kicks off. Everyone hoping here for an enjoyable 45 minutes. Neither manager has seen fit to make any substitutions. Penalised for that challenge. Rivas. Juanito. Romero. Dani. He's on the rampage. There's a chance for a cross here. Will he shoot? Santi. Runs with the ball towards the right flank. Wins a free kick in a promising position. What will they do here? Can they keep defending like that? Stayed on the ball, promising position here. Zisco. Looking for support now. No way through. Great work to win the ball. Dani. Rasu. And he lays it back. Rasu. They're in a good position down the right. It's the goal! Marcos Assunção. Robbed there, too casual. And he's gone for goal. The keeper's got it. Odonkor. Passes back to the keeper. Romero. Dani. Vogel. Romero. Went in and won the ball too. Carries the ball through the middle. Finds his man. Didn't give it away. Advancing on goal here. Melli. Nice stretching of the play, pushing forward. Almost 75 minutes have gone. And Vogel. Melli. Sends it back to him. Rivas. Juanito. Romero. The move on the left, set up from the through ball. Looking for the shot. Goal! And it puts them in a commanding position. Great goal from the forward. It's 2-0 now, a 2-goal cushion for them here. Keeps the ball in a very promising position. Crossing opportunity. Needs a sight of goal. Perhaps he couldn't control it, but it's wide of the left post. Rivas. Dani. Rivera.
The defenders are constantly on the back foot.
Player goes down, but play on is the call. Oh, was he brought down illegally then? No, referee says play on. The clock counting down. Romero. Rivas. Miguel Angel. And passes the ball back. Juanito. And he's off along the left touchline. Juanito. Miguel Angel. 1 minute is being shown on the board. What will he conjure up now? Great interception to break that one up. And he's having a dig. Can he get a shot away?
Great save, he did well there.
His right foot shot was well struck, but it wasn't good enough to beat the keeper. The referee's whistle ends the game. They come away with a win here after some tremendous work in every department, really. Such a well-deserved result, and their manager will be very, very proud of them. The fans are providing a noisy and colourful backdrop for this great occasion. Both teams will be aiming to keep it tight in the early stages. Cone. He takes the ball along the left wing. Hold on to possession here. Nunez. Won the ball well. He's carried the ball forward. Robert.
Well, a safe defensive play there, just had to put it into touch.
He needs to deliver a good ball in. Will he test the keeper? And that just goes way off to the left of the goal. Jonas Gutierrez. Victor.
That was a poor pass.
Intercepted. Robert. He's looking for the target. Arrives in the box. The shot. It's an amazing goal. They score the first goal. The goal. Well, the fans just love that goal. Will they see another? Nunez. Basinas. 15 minutes gone in the first half. A poor attempt at a pass.
It's not a bad-looking ball.
They'll battle for this in the middle. The ball's out. Goal kick. Benito. Vogel. And Marcos Assunção. Melli. And Marcos Assunção. Dani. Still with possession. They can attack from here. Here's Marcos Assunção. He's on the rampage. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the left. Tries one. It's been deflected out of play. Hits it! Oh, he threw that opportunity away. Edu. And Vogel. Has a pop from there. Keeper makes it safe, but gives away the corner. Lays it on the ground. Oh, he's been tripped. The ref points to the spot. It's a penalty. He certainly seems to be injured, but no sign of a card. They won't want to miss this one. A terrific goal. Although 2-0 now, they can't get too complacent. Doni. And he wants it back. Victor. Well found there. Miguel Angel. Looking around for support. Edu. Looking for support now. Marcos Assunção. And Vogel. Edu. Crossing opportunity. Will he find space for a shot? Takes the shot. Maxi Lopez. Doni. He's still going. He tries his luck. The goalkeeper had his eye on that and saw it was wide of the right post. Benito. Getting towards the last few minutes of the first half. Miguel Angel. He may whip the cross in. They can swing it in from the right wing. And he fires it. Yes! That increases their advantage. In the closing moments of the first half. A beautiful right foot finish.
Well, they're cruising along now.
Trevor, it's 3-0 and... It's 3-0 and they don't look like giving anything away. 3 minutes is being shown on the board. Hector. Jonas Gutierrez. Still have the ball. He's off down the left wing. Slides a pass into the open space. Pass lacking there. Got caught on the ball there. A brilliant finish. They're in such a commanding position. In first half injury time. Off the crossbar and in.
But the keeper didn't stand.
It's 4-0. They've been on fire in front of goal today. It's the end of the first half here. The players go off for a break. And I wonder what words of advice their managers will have for them. Well, Trevor, what do you make of that first half then?
Oh, I think it was a decent game and well worth watching.
4-0, says the scoreboard. We begin the second half. How will the teams respond to their managers' half-time team talks? They've switched sides for the second half. Manito. He takes the ball along the left wing. Robert. Miguel Angel. He continues his run down the left. Miguel Angel. Here's Vogel. Clear. Miguel Angel. And Marcos Assunção. Edu. Manito. Melli. Miguel Angel. Here's Marcos Assunção. Steals the pass, might have a go. Great opportunity to swing it over from the left there. Marcos Assunção. Can he get the room he needs? The keeper didn't hang back, came forward and made the ball his. We're into the last 30 minutes of the game. This could be dangerous down the left. They're in a good position down the left. Goal inside here. Another shot. And a wasted opportunity there. Poor effort.
Well, it exposed a hole in the defence. We'll be sorry he didn't score.
Robert. Cone. Maxi Lopez. Goes to ground, but the referee says play on. Manito. Marcos Assunção. Miguel Angel. Down the right. So it's an attack on the right. Mancinas. Edu. And Vogel. Marcos Assunção. Good pass. Win possession, the attack came to nothing. Hector. Nunez. Spreading the play well. Hector. Referee says that's a fair challenge. Within shooting range. Ibagaza. Combe. Went in and won the ball too. Maxi Lopez. Combe. Bassinas. Pass went astray. Robert. Vogel. Edu. He's looking for support. Juanito. Rivas. Good opportunity to swing it over from the right there. Edu. Melli. Nice pass. Will this be a goal here? Kept possession well on the attack here. Here's Vogel. Brings it under control. Needs a sight of goal. It's over. How close was that?
I think perhaps the pressure from defence affected his shot on that one.
Nunez. Ballesteros. Bassinas. Surely this has to be just about the last kick of the game here. Tooney. Bassinas. Has sight of goal here. Keeper has been kept busy today.
They've had a few decent attempts, but the keeper's been too good today.
A huge roar from the crowd as the referee blows the fiery blow whistle. All in all, that ended up being an easy day. There's the whistle, and let's hope for one heck of a match. Let's see what surprises are in store for us in this one. Edu. Romero. Silvinho. Xabi. Billetti. Nice through ball. Attack came to nothing. Here's Vogel. Romero. And he's off along the left touchline. Stopped him illegally, says the ref. And Vogel. It's clear. Crossing opportunity. Eto'o. Finds his man. Now what can he do? 15 minutes into the first half. Gudjohnsen. Here's Saviola. And Ronaldinho. Deco. That's tidy footwork. And he shoots from there. Within shooting range. And it's gone out for a goal kick. Lembo. Melli. Odonkor. Here's Vogel. Lembo. Melli. Nicely set up by the through pass there. Still with the ball in good attacking position too. Poor challenge, free kick awarded. And Gudjohnsen. He goes on himself. Does well to keep the ball. Thuram. It's a super jinking run. Showed his defensive quality with that interception. We've reached the half-hour mark. Here's Puyol and Saviola. Silvinho. They give away possession. Vogel. Romero. And Vogel. All given away. Xabi. Here's Deco. Great work to win the ball. Edu. Benito. Odonkor. Superb intervention. Bad tackle there. Given away a free kick in a dangerous area. He cleared. Romero. Edu. That is sloppy play. Five minutes to go to half-time, and the way this is shaping up, I don't think we're going to see a goal before then. Poor ball, tough out. He dribbles out to the left. the man in space.
He's set up nicely for the cross here.
It's gone out, but it came off the defender. Can they squeeze it in?
A good delivery needed here.
Still have it and in a good position here. The referee blows his whistle and it's the end of the first half here. Let's see if the manager's advice can affect the players in any way. Hopefully in the right way. The second 45 minutes of football kicks off, but how will this one pan out? It's as you were for both teams with no substitutions. Melli. And Vogel. Rivera. Here's Dooley. Xabi. And Deco. Stay on the ball there. Does well to maintain possession. Romero. Lembo. Melli. Silvinho. Still have the ball. And Dooley concedes a free kick with a ferocious tackle. First substitution today. As the scores are level, the manager will be trying to provide a spark here for his attack. Here's a chance! That's found the side netting rather than the back of the goal.
Maybe he wasn't hungry enough for the goal there.
Romero. Edu. And Marcos Assunção. In possession and getting forward here. Within shooting range. Collects the ball nicely. And he shoots. And he has a go. Fantastic goal. That's the opener. 60th minute of the game. You don't see that too often. They've taken the lead. How do you see the game developing from here on then, Trevor?
Well, from a fan's point of view, the goal's great news. Their opponents can no longer sit back, content with things as they stand.
And they switch it. Here's Eto'o. It's a super jinking run. Still with possession. They can attack from here. Odencourt. They're just not clicking with each other. Here's Xabi. Ball one here. Silvinho. He's carried the ball forward. He could swing it in here. Ball given away there. Deco. Belletti. Turns defence into attack there. They're moving well down the right-hand side. Gudjohnsen. Well brought down. Here's Vogel. Lembo. And Vogel. Melli. And Saviola. That one is intercepted. Deco. Here's Julie. Nicely found. Well held by the keeper. Romero. He's looking for support. When and won the ball too. Silvino. Here's Saviola. And Gudjohnsen.
They can't waste this opportunity. Well, it was quick thinking from the defender to block the cross. Corner kick.
Who's waiting in the middle? Wins the ball, great defending. Does well to maintain possession. It's a save. Another corner. It's into the middle. A reasonable effort. The shot zips off to the right there. Romero. So this has come about from the through ball to the left. Here comes the shot. It had some power, but not the accuracy.
I think he knew what he was doing, but just couldn't pull it off.
Robert. So it's an attack on the right. Can he hit the target? The referee's whistle ends the game. The result has matched their outstanding performance today. They've won this match in such a convincing manner, and the fans will be absolutely delighted with the result. The first half. Match kicks off. Let's hope it's a cracker. It will be interesting to see how they start the match. Ball not given away here. Pablo Alfaro. Vitolo. Hold on to possession here. Garay. Ruben Castro. He's looking for the target. A chance here. Miguel Angel. Edu.
Oh, a marvellous through pass.
The defender was in the way. Lays it short to a teammate. Will this be a goal here? Showed his defensive quality there. Great chance for the counter. Here's real danger. The danger is snuffed out. Rivas. Lembo. Miguel Angel. 15 minutes gone in the first half. There's not a lot of support. Ruben Castro. Vitolo. Pablo Alfaro. And he lays it back. He's looking for support. Lunged in there and gave away a free kick.
Well, that's the kind of thing referees have been told to clamp down on.
Good pass. Dealt with the threat well. Miguel Angel. Don't give it away there. An attack on the right from the through ball. Nice through ball to the wing. Stayed on the ball, great position to attack. Can he get a shot away? They've done everything possible to keep the ball out of the box. Edu. Here's Marcos Assunção. Receives a pass. Here's a chance. "30 minutes into the first half. Miguel Angel. Lembo. Slides a great ball through. Tries to slice open the defence. Outstanding interception in his own box. Pablo Alfaro. Vitolo. Pablo Alfaro. Munites. Vitolo. He's well beaten to the ball there. Edu. Looking for space down the left-hand side.
The ball has eluded the defence.
Booted to safety. Intercepted. Vitolo. Garay. Still stalemate with neither team really looking like scoring before the half-time break. Nice work to keep possession too. Cosa. Pablo Alfaro. Pinillos. Vitolo. Pablo Alfaro. And he takes the return. Well read. The referee looks at his watch. Only a few seconds left here. Robert. What a through ball. Finds himself in the area. And he smacks one. What a finish. They're 1-up. They really have deserved this, haven't they, Trevor?
Yes.
The referee blows for the end of the first half. The players head off into the dressing rooms for their half-time team talks. Well, they've scored the only goal so far. Any thoughts on how you saw that half, Trevor?
Well, I'm sure the players will go in on a high, having taken the lead into the break.
1-0 the score. They start the second half. Will the manager's half-time talk have this half-time talk have this half-time effect? Neither manager has made any substitutions. Romero. Looking around for support. He could swing it in here. They win the throw deep inside the opponent's half. They're making good progress down the right side. Terrific goal! They've been pegged back. The second half has barely kicked off. That goal apiece, the score's level at 1-1. Odenkirk. He's looking for support. He wants a chance for a good delivery. Miguel Angel. Nice pass. Now here's a chance. And he hits it. He put it in. The match has swung their way again. Just after the break. A super right-footed finish. Let's see how the goal affects play here. A single goal separates them. Galley. Kosa. Pinillos. Vitolo. Pinillos. Miguel Angel. There's no stopping him. Robert. Edu. Great interchange there. There was contact. The referee points to the spot. It is a penalty. And a penalty. Now the tackled player is back on his feet. The ref deemed the tackle worthy of a red card and has sent the culprit off here. He needs to... He took it so well. A beautiful right foot finish.
Great penalty. Ticks.
3-1. They may try to defend this lead now. 15 minutes of the second half gone. Vitolo. Fair challenge, says the ref. Oscar Serrano. Ruben Castro. And Marcos Assunção. The last touch was off the defender. It's a corner. Looks to catch them off guard. Can surely put it away. It was a remarkable stop by the keeper. Quality trap here. Won the ball well. That is sloppy play. Ball won here. Down the middle. He's carried the ball forward. Attack came to nothing. Needs to find the target with the ball in. Romero. Edu. Miguel Angel. Went in and won the ball too. Oscar Serrano. Well worked to win the ball. Miguel Angel. Lembo. Here's Marcos Assunção. He goes on himself. There's not a lot of support. Marcos Assunção.
That was all set up by the through ball.
Dealt with that threat well. The ball still with them here. Muniz. Wins the ball, great defending. Rivas. Miguel Angel. Juanito. Edu. Miguel Angel. And Marcos Assunção.
The left back really needs to stay sharper.
Possession maintained, chance here. And Marcos Assunção finds his teammate. Stopped him well there. Here's Marcos Assunção. There will be one more minute to be added. Rivas. Lembo. Rivas. Looking for support now. Could be a chance here. And he's gone for goal. It's there. They are completely in control of the game now. In injury time. One more goal for the league leader. A 3-goal margin now at 4-1. The referee brings an end to the game. They never looked in trouble and picked up an easy win. What did you make of their performance today?
Well, I think their overall play was very good.
No love lost between these two sides. It should be a cracking contest. Both teams will be hoping for a bright start to the match. Runs with the ball towards the left flank. Vogel. They're in a good position down the right.
It's an impressive one too. The attackers have to be more accurate up against this defence if they want to take full advantage of the chances that are coming their way.
Oh, nearly! Just a touch too high.
Maybe he wasn't hungry enough for the goal there.
Exposito. Tico. No way through. Cut it out nicely. He's still going. Zisco.
Plenty of options for a cross.
Tremendous through ball. Throw in a good position. Will they employ the long throw here?
A good cross should set something up.
They're defending well, very well indeed. Vogel. Good work to keep the ball. Here's Vogel. Crossing opportunity. Read the play so well and got to the ball. Great work. 15 minutes into the first half. Rivas. Romero. And he lays it back. Odencourt. Rivera.
A good cross should set something up.
Romero. Dealt with that threat well. Now here's a chance.
He's gone out of play with a punch from the keeper there. Back to corner.
Plays it into feet. So running off the ball for the cross. The threat remains. Aduriz. Yesta. And he's off along the left touchline. Here's Vogel. 15 minutes left of the first half. Will he find the target? That will go behind for a goal kick. Romero. Rivera. And Vogel. Odencourt. Good teamwork there. Finds his man in space. Needs a sight of goal. No, off target.
I think he knew what he was doing, but just couldn't pull it off.
Erzais. He cut out the pass. Looking around for support. Rivera. Vogel.
All set up by the through ball.
Inside the box now. Yesta. It looks like he'll go for a cross. Melli. Brings it under control. Will he put it away? No goals here in the first half, and it looks like staying that way with half-time approaching.
He set up nicely for the cross here.
It went over the goal line. Goal kick here. Rivas. Rivera. Sends it back to him. Vogel. Cut out there and the attack is thwarted. Odencourt.
The defence needs to be more alert on the left.
They're in possession down the right flank. Didn't give it away. Advancing on goal here. Here's real danger. It's gone to the near post. The whistle goes for half-time, and the players head off to the dressing room, with the managers, no doubt, having plenty to say during the break. The game is still goalless, Trevor.
But they've just cancelled each other out so far. Let's hope that changes in the second half.
No goals then, it's 0-0, and everything to play for in the second 45 minutes. The second half kicks off. How will it shape up? Let's see which team can take control in the second half. He continues his run down the right. Tico. Dealt with the threat expertly. Here's Vogel. Gopegi. Rivera. Looking for support now. Rivera. Didn't give the ball away and still they advance. Solid defence in the box. Edu. He's on the rampage. Showed his defensive quality there. Tico. Exposito. Aduriz. Wins the ball, great defending. Rivera. And Vogel. Melli. Erzais. Really stopped in his tracks there. Odencourt. Melli. Vogel. Trouble for the defence from the left. Plays it short to a teammate. Into the danger area. And the shot comes in. They have a chance from another corner. Goes short, catches them off guard. The team wins another corner. They've played it short.
There's a chance to whip it in.
What will he conjure up now? He brought it down. Rivera. Here's Vogel. Odencourt.
No let-up for the defence here.
Takes the shot. They're making good progress down the right side. Lays it on the ground. The shot comes in. Chance for a counter then. Breaking through. They're in a good position down the left. Poor pass picked off there. We've reached the last 15 minutes. Ball given away. Oh, great defending there. Rivera. Looking around for support. And Vogel. Looking for support now. Into the box. The ball's still loose. Edu. Rivas. Melli. He's looking for support. No, not this one. Echeverria. Great work to win the ball. Rivera. Odencourt.
The left back really needs to stay sharper.
The defence has done well so far. Solid, commanding header. The push forward gains momentum. Carries the ball through the middle. Lunged in and gave away a free kick. The referee has sent him off. Well, his manager is absolutely livid. And I have to say that's a big call by the referee, a controversial one. And it may well change the outcome of this match. And Vogel. Gopegi. Tico. He dribbles out to the right. Echeverria. Looking around for support. Now what can he do? The last touch was off the defender. It's a corner. Can they make it? What can he conjure up here? They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. The whistle has gone and the match is over. A draw played out here. No one could come up with the all-important strike. All-important was like all it finishing to let them down in the end. We've had a disappointing goalless draw, Trevor.